Hi Sagittarius, this is going to be your weekly tea for the second week of January. Hope you guys had a good weekend. This is good for any placement of Sagittarius in your natal chart. As always, keep in mind it's a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with everyone that watches. Link to my website for private readings and human design analysis is down in the description below. Lots of good new stuff this year, you guys, and more to come. If you're new, welcome to Somachandra Libra. Don't let the name fool you. This channel is exclusively for Libra and Sagittarius. I just read these two signs here. If you're another zodiac sign, maybe cross-watching or Libra or Sag or another placement of yours, just know that I do readings for all 12 zodiac signs. Of course I do. I just have this channel for those two signs. So if you're new, welcome, subscribe and hit the bell. I will read for you here every couple of days. All right, let's get into it. So there's some really heavy themes this week for you guys. The Sacred Rebel Oracle deck. I used it for Libra, asked Spirit if I should use it for you too, and they said yes. So I said, okay, I never say no to my Sages. 44, Visions of Life Beyond Death. And 8, Be the Hunter, Not the Hunted. 23 is at the bottom of the deck. Defend the world, defend to the end the worthwhile. You are going to defend, you're going to have to defend something that you really believe is worthwhile, and you're going to have to defend it to the end. I notice there's something on all three of these cards, and that's owls. Wisdom and knowledge. You may get some important information this week. You may not be sure 100% what to do with this information, though. I also get the sense that you're the smart person in the room for a lot of people in your life right now. You may have like King and Queen of Swords energy right now, where people are coming to you to ask for your help and your advice and your opinion. You may be the giver of sound advice right now. You have a lot of wisdom to share. With Visions of Life Beyond Death and the 8th house, some of you are dealing with transformation and endings. The 8th house is the house of sex, death, and taxes. You could be dealing with any of those themes. But I'm hearing like other people's money, other people's problems, things that are occult and taboo of nature that are not usually talked about out loud may be a central theme or focus for you this week. I'm also seeing that it will be a week of intense emotions surrounding shared resources. You're trying to envision a life beyond the ending of something. It could be a literal death, or it could just be a death of some kind of a cycle in your life that will lead to a transformation. You are being reminded to stay at the top of the food chain here. So this might be a delicate or sticky situation, and it may involve shared assets and resources with other people, a husband, a wife, family. Because I have the 8th house, the 12th house, the 4th house, and the 7th house. So this is about a significant partnership of some kind. Family, romantic partner, a business partner. It's a long-term significant relationship or relationships. It may involve the stability of a home. It may involve parents or mother and the roots of a foundation. But with the 12th house coming out, I mean, this is heavy together. It's like, ooh, this is a heavy theme for you guys. I mean, the surface of your week may look great, but apparently Spirit decided to show me the deep shit. When the 8th house came out, I was like, oh God, here comes the deep Scorpio energy. And y'all are not always a fan of that. But it is something that you probably have to deal with or I do feel like someone may involve you in their problems. You may think it's your problem because it's going to be overwhelming. You're going to have to ask yourself if you want to yield to a greater cause or a greater power in this moment. You may be required to decide whether or not you want to perform some kind of an act of service, I'm hearing, to someone else as well, because you care about them with the 7th house. But it is also, you're dealing with the themes of karma and the consequences and cause and effect of past actions. It may be sneaking up on someone now, and it somehow involves you, or you will bear witness to it. I kind of get the sense that you have a significant partner. Could be a family member, could be a romantic partner. Someone may have taken advantage of you in some way, either emotionally, energetically, financially. I definitely don't think that you were appreciated. I also think that some of you have realized, and you realized in 2022, that some people might have really cared about you in your life, but they did not appreciate you. Otherwise, you wouldn't feel like you're in survival mode. Like, why is it feeling like predator and prey at this point? You know the truth now. And it's important to defend yourself. And know, Spirit wants you to envision a life beyond this death. Okay? There is a change happening, but there's some kind of a battle going on. When I did Libra a little bit ago, I didn't do you versus them. But it felt totally different for you guys. I truly feel like this is energy coming towards you. I sense that you have a person around you that has they see themselves as having a lot of clout and a lot of control and a lot of authority and maybe even a lot of maturity at times. But I'm also sensing that this person has the theme of bitterness. I think that they have worked hard in life, but not always smart. I think that in the past, this person relied on you and did not appreciate you. One of you is getting justice in a good way. One of you is getting justice in a much less fun way. This person may be angry. They may feel like it's your fault, but at the same time, they're going to ask you for help or at least advice. Just you wait. Don't go back into another cycle. You guys, it might be hard for you to watch too, because it might be a person that you care about. I'm telling you, I'm predicting that you're going to watch someone else around you that you care about have to deal with the consequences for like a stubbornness and a controlling nature and a lack of appreciation. They're now going to get a consequence. I promise you it is for their benefit. And this person's going to have to decide if they want to ask for your help, blame you for it, or whatever, because they're at some kind of a crossroads and they're mad, disappointed, and you are like, yo, don't get off my lawn, man. Get off my lawn. Your lawn looks pretty nice. Overall energy of the person coming towards you is the Emperor, okay? The way they're feeling is the Nine of Wands. Ooh, they might be in some dire straits. You're being seen as the Nine of Pentacles. You're not in the same boat they are. I think you're in a better boat. I think you jumped ship and now your boat looks pretty. Theirs does not. What you need to know is justice, and the final outcome is the Two of Pentacles. Whoa, you're about to be possibly pulled into something. Something's going to maybe pull on your heartstrings, or you're dealing with a person that doesn't know what to do next. Make a practical decision. Because with this Emperor is the Eight of Wands, the Sun, and Judgment. Okay, someone could be sending you, this Emperor could be an Aries, could be a fire sign, a boss, a father figure. They could be a woman too, strong masculine energy for sure. They may get some information that makes them really happy, but puts them at a crossroads. Or they may send you this information. They have a major decision to make. The next decision that is made could deeply impact their life. They could have Leo or Scorpio in their chart. It's a big deal. But the way they're feeling, or the way this makes you feel, is the Nine of Wands. I just heard something interesting. I heard someone say, really, Dad? Maybe they're a father figure to you in some way. It's like, are you really going to send me back out into battle? For some of you, this is a family member. For some of you, you're the peacekeepers in your family. I see you guys are always really, really good at keeping everyone happy. That's not your job, but they made it your job. I'm hearing some of you are like the only one that can be sane sometimes. Like you're the only sane person sometimes. But someone is feeling kind of tested and guarded here. Clarifying this is the Six of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. Okay, I think that you may get some news, or you're going to hear, this is definitely going on around you because you look like you're beautiful right now. Where I'm also hearing that someone may misuse money or resources. They may be overly giving and generous, and you're like, no, I don't need any more of your help. Please make smarter, wiser choices. I'm also hearing that you have a family member, or like maybe a partner or something that does They take risks financially for sure. Watch out that they don't put a second mortgage on the house to do something crazy town. For others of you, you're dealing with a person that has worked really hard for very little. They have like a survival mindset and not a thrive mindset, is what I'm hearing. You may be their son, or this is about a son, possibly. And it's like they either want to give you something and you're like, no, please don't put this on me. Don't ask me to take this from you. Or like they do make ends meet, but they hang in there. They may do a lot of manual labor. They may work really hard. Someone's hanging in there. Some of you may get very good news out of nowhere that makes you feel like the emperor right in the nick of time. But I think that it's more likely that someone in your life is dealing with consequences for their choices in the past, because I think you're being seen as the Nine of Pentacles. You're doing very well. Clarifying this is Justice, the Six of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. Yeah, Sagittarius, you've made the right choices in your life. This week, you're going to maybe get some good news that puts you on a good path, a good financial path. It's going to make you feel secure, good about yourself. It's the right thing to do. I feel like for some of you, this may be like an ex-boss or an ex-employer or an ex-something. You may get some news that like they may ask you to come back and work for them. And you're like, are you kidding me, asshole? That's what I heard. Like, no. I made the right choice for myself. No, I'm not coming back and working for you. I'm sorry your company is tanking and you're not doing well. No, I made the right choice for myself. Some of you may realize you dodged a bullet in some way. Like if you had stayed in a home or in a relationship or at a job or something, you'll be like, wow, I'm really glad I didn't do that, didn't stay there. You have made the right choices for yourself, because here's what you need to know, or your advice, Justice. Clarifying this is Strength, the Six of Wands, and the Five of Pentacles. Okay, I'm hearing a couple different things. Someone is getting justice. This could be something happening in a court of law, quite literally, especially with the seventh house coming out. They may get hit with some kind of a bill or a fine or something, or they have to pay taxes or health insurance. I just heard state taxes. Someone just found out something like, oh, it's something idiosyncratic, like they just found out they have to pay taxes forever on their retirement if they retire in that state, or they have to pay something, a state tax or a federal tax. It might even have something to do with like a will or an estate or a property with the fourth house, and they didn't realize it. Some of you need to know that you're going to have some kind of victory, but you're not going to get what you thought you were going to get, but you're still going to hold your head high. I'm also hearing mostly, though, that someone is dealing with a consequence, but they pretend like they're not. They're like, nope, not me, not my perfect asshole. My shit doesn't stink. Sorry, that's crude, but that's what I heard. Like, no, I'm fine. I'm above all of this, even though they're not really. Like they're not. I'm hearing a person that has a lot of pride to the point of like almost indignation. You also need to know, Sagittarius, that Spirit may be watching how you handle something. Some of you have an opportunity to help someone or people in need. You may be asked to do the right thing, and that might be like coming down off a high horse and helping someone else, even though they don't always appreciate it. That's what I'm hearing. Someone doesn't always appreciate it. They also think that they always have bad luck. They don't have bad luck. They just made bad choices. And they're like, why does God keep doing this to me? And you're like, bitch, please, you keep doing this to you. Like you keep doing this to yourself. They're getting their karma. That's what one of the lessons of the 12th house is. It's like you can't expect things to be any different than they are based on the choices you made up until now, yo. Yeah. And then the final outcome is the Two of Pentacles. Someone's scrambling. Someone doesn't know what to do. The Eight of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Magician. Now, watch out that you don't swoop in and freak out and say, this person can't handle this on their own. They need my help. I have to look at the details. I'll come up with a plan for them. That already feels wrong to you. It already feels wrong to you. I also think you have a person that's like, holy shit, I don't know what to do. I'm all trapped in my head. They're struggling to come up with a solution. They are working hard. They are going to look at the details. They have skills. They're going to be just fine. If they're the magician, they can be resourceful. They'll make that up as they go along. They may also really want something here because I got the Five of Swords here. Yeah, and then the Four of Pentacles. They may fight you for something and you're like, no, I'm not going to pay that. There may be like fighting about money, assets, resources, and someone's really disappointed and hurt. I think somebody effed up. They effed up. And here's why I said what I said in the beginning. Because this person's energy, I'm like, all right, what the fuck is going on here? Like, this obviously involves Sagittarius. I do think that there's money and legalities involved. I also think there might be family involved or an employer, a previous employer. Also, it just might be something that, you know, like you have to deal with in some way. The Emperor can represent a lot of things that represent control. And I have the Seven of Swords, the Five of Swords, and then the Magician and the Six of Pentacles. I wanted a little bit more. And I got the Eight of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups. This could have to do with family. Child support, paying for someone's college, needing help with the family home. This person's guilty of something. They don't want to tell you the truth. They're embarrassed. I hear they're embarrassed about something. They're also mad. I'm telling you, they have a bitter, angry side to them. They may blame you for something in the minute. I hear that they have a quick, explosive temper like an Aries does. And then they're going to manifest. They have a plan to get something. They need help or they want help. They may message, say they don't have enough. Again, watch out for someone pulling on your heartstrings and saying like, we need to save the family home or these assets or something. I think that this person... I'm not hearing that they're flat out a bad person, but they have a selfish side. They have some Aries traits. I love Aries. I'm a Libra. Aries is right across the wheel for me. I love those people. My best friend is an Aries, but I tell you what, their shadow trait is a selfishness and a bitterness. And I'm seeing a little bit of selfish, bitter come out and a little bit of dishonesty here and messages and... yeah, this person's resourceful. They may be a little jealous of you. They may want your help in some way. They may complain. But you need to know that this person is on their own journey and they're going through what they're going through so that they make better choices moving forward. And you're being seen this way probably because you were the smart one. Okay, don't be the hunted at this point. You be the hunter and envision something beyond this as well. It may involve a home and security and family and money, other people's secrets, other people's problems. And you're going to really care about it because it's a seventh house thing. It's really hard when the seventh house and the fourth house come out. That usually means very caring, rooted connections. It's hard to say to people, that's not my problem, that's your problem. But they may at the very least come to you and say, oh shit, what am I going to do now? This may be your dad saying, Jesus Christ, I need help filing my taxes this year. It's going to test your patience. It's going to test your patience for sure. And they're hurt and mad. Watch out for them projecting. The way you feel about it is the Six of Cups. You have a lot of fond memories here. You're the Nine of Pentacles. You've got all 9 pentacles. You have a lot of good memories, kids looking good, family looking good. I just heard this person impacted who I am today. You're worried about their money. You're worried about the memories. You're worried about your own pentacles, your own stability. It's stressful. You're anxious. You're worried. And you're also really guarded against all this. And I clarified this and I got the Five of Pentacles, the Tower, and the Eight of Pentacles. I do think that you're going to offer them your help. I do. I think that you don't want someone to lose out on something. You're going to look at details for someone. A lot of stuff is going to change. I do think someone is going to try to be the time master here and buy more time. They may ask you for help. They might be stuck in a bind. It may be definitely about a home. It's heartbreaking. What do I do? I think you're the giver of sound advice. Or there's someone else involved that they fought with. They didn't appreciate your help when they had it the first time. I do think that you may help them. But what I really feel like you need to know, Sagittarius, is these themes that you're going to be witnessing and experiencing. They're just meant for you to observe and learn from this week. And it really isn't your problem if you've done better than someone else because they didn't make the best choices in the past, or they didn't appreciate you when they had you. They have quite the ego. They're angry. They need help. So you're going to have to make a practical choice. It won't impact you as much as it impacts them, but we got judgment and justice on the table. And I think that someone's got to kind of have to pay the man here, but don't let them take something away from you because it involves like family or like someone doesn't want to lose something. I also think that someone may do something that they know you don't have any control over just to like kind of get back at you or play a game with you and hurt you in some way or make you anxious in some way or worried about them. This person knows what they're doing. And ultimately, they have this desire to be in control in some way. Let them control their damn selves. You hang on to your 9 Pentacles, okay? You're on the right path, Sagittarius. I also hear that this may have to do with a business, like a home that you own jointly or a property. You're going to get the better end of this deal, but don't let this pull on your heartstrings, okay? Because it just is what it is. They're telling me to tell you it is what it is, and it's going the way that it's supposed to go. They're pulling back and they're telling me to stop. Dude, that was intense. I never know, never a dull moment with the fire signs. I didn't know what to expect for you guys. So this is what's gonna, you're gonna hear about this stuff this week. If it does come to pass and it resonates, I hope this message helps you. Link to my website for private one-on-one stuff with me is down in the description below, Sag. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Sagittarius. Take care. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.